Hi guys, welcome to this video. This is Dr.M.MOORTHI, working as Assistant Professor in the Department of Automobile Engineering, SNS College of Technology, Coimbatore. So in this video, we are going to discuss a topic called inversions of mechanism. So this is a lecture series of mechanics of automobile system. So in this last lecture series, we have discussed about what is mechanism, what are different types of mechanism, and then what are the links, pairs, and then basic terms that we have discussed. And then this is the further of the mechanism, that is the inversions of mechanism. As we know, the mechanisms is a combination or the connection of pair or links to perform some action and to have some relative motions, and between the link means then it is called as the mechanism. And if the mechanism is obtained by means of fixing any one of the link in the system, so that we can get the mechanism, desired mechanism. So that is so that is the way we get the different types of the mechanisms. And then after that we have inversions of mechanism. So what is the inversions of mechanism? So if you take any kinematic chain, so what is before that before seeing mechanism and then inversions of mechanism, so we have to know some basic terms called a kinematic chain. So what is kinematic chain? See, the first link in the system is again connected to the last link, and to have relative motion between them is called kinematic chain. So if you take a 4 bar chain, so we have 4 bar, I mean 4 links, and then in that we should at least fix one link, so that we can get the inverse, that is the mechanism, and it should have perform some action, right? So when one of the links is fixed in a kinematic chain, it is called a mechanism. And then with the fixed link, the entire system is revolved and it performs some action. So we can obtain as many mechanisms as the number of links in a kinematic chain by fixing in turn a different links in the kinematic chain. So if you take a 4 bar chain for an example, so here we have 4 links. So here we will fix one links one by one, so that we can get the different mechanisms. So this is the inversion of mechanism. So this method of obtaining different mechanisms by fixing different links in a kinematic chain is known as inversions of mechanism. So what is the purpose of fixing a link or the inversions of mechanism? It should so by fixing of different links in the mechanism or in the system, so that we can get a different mechanism. So that is why we can go for the inversion of mechanisms. So it may be noted that a relative motions between the various links is not changed in any manner through the process of inversion by their absolute motion. So by means of fixing different links, there is there is no drastic change in the system by means of fixing or by means of getting a different inversions. So the part of mechanism which initially moves with respect to the frame or fixed link called as a driver, and then the part of the mechanism to which the motion is transmitted is called follower. So the motion of the mechanisms are reversible, so that a same link can play the different role of driver and as well as the follower at different times. So for an example, if you take this an example, in a reciprocating steam engine, the piston is a driver and then flywheel is the follower, which is, while in a reciprocating air compressor, the flywheel is the driver. So if we can get a different mechanisms. So next we have a different types of kinematic chain or inversions. So the most important kinematic chain are those which consist of 4 lower pairs, each pair being a sliding pair or turning pair. If you take a 4 bar chain, so it may be either a sliding pair or turning pair. So the following 3 types of kinematic chains which with 4 lower pairs are important. In the first one, first we take a 4 bar chain or quadratic cyclic chain. This is the 4 bar chain, and then after that we have inversions. And the next one is single slider crank chain. If you take an example, a steam engine, and then second one or internal combustion engine, or if you take the IC engine, a piston connecting rod and then crank, it forms a single slider crank chain. And the second one, double slider crank chain. So these are the different types of kinematic chain that we have. Thank you.